Hello guys, welcome. You are hearing the cooking case in White House. Big news coming to Biden use cocaine in White House. Whoa, this is a very fool. And this news is very shocked for USA people that president of the USA use cocaine. People of USA want to investigation clear for this case, but this case effect on all US people. Let's go to see reaction videos.
The cocaine caper at the White House is blowing over, so to speak, but it's all a little too on the nose. The Secret Service officially closing out their investigation on who left a bag of coke at the White House. Imagine this, no suspects. FBI lab testing on the bagging, finding no fingerprints and no DNA evidence. And Lordy, there weren't any tapes either. How'd that happen? However, investigators were able to narrow it down to 500 potential culprits, which is way more Biden family members than I knew ever existed. Lawmakers smell a cover-up.
They should end their role. You can't tell me in the White House with 24/7 surveillance in a cubbyhole by a situation when you don't know who to deliver it. I mean, the American people think that's a farce. You should get an answer to the question. It just seems to me in America today, anything involving Biden Inc. gets treated different than everything else.
Another cover-up. You know, it's the most secure building in the entire world. You can't go in there. They have facial identification. You got to give your social security number.
Every time there's something strange going on with the president, Biden or his family, or anything regarding his administration or the White House, no one can ever seem to find an answer.
Now that the White House staff is in the clear, they can get back to doing their job, which the media says should involve keeping Biden from getting sandbagged.
His staff needs to own his age. I'm just going to be honest. I don't think they do a good job helping out the president. Yes, he's 80. You need to be there for him, and you need to make a pathway. And you sure as hell better make sure he doesn't fall on a sandbag. And I blame the staff for that. You can't have these video images of the president tripping or the president like going the wrong way. It's your job to make sure he gets from one place to another. He can handle the presidency.
It is amazing when you look at that because his lips did not move at all. So, Dana, we said this when this happened, like, we probably will never know. We'll never know. No video. Like, if this had happened on January 6th, if they had found a bag of cocaine on January 6th, there would have been like 8 different angles of whoever had it. But for some reason, it's just not on the White House. Where are the cameras?
I don't know. I actually think it's strange. It's like the location of this cocaine was in 4 different places. I don't really. Now, it's been a while since I've been
Done
there.
coke?
And and usually, I put it in a different type of bag.
Yes.
And then, I don't have to worry about it. So, but it's the most secure building in the world, and they don't have any cameras.
Yeah.
Like, everyone has a Ring camera. There's like 3 cameras on my dog right now just to make sure I know what he's doing at all times. Mm-hmm. And the media's lack of curiosity really is something else. Could I also say something about Nika Brzezinski?
Yes, please.
And her comments there. So the aides to the president are not home health aides.
Yeah.
Okay. And yes, you can make sure that the president has a clear path. I mean, that's good for any president. But are the aides supposed to help him up the steps of Air Force One?
Yeah.
This just doesn't make any sense to me that they would say he's perfectly capable of handling all the decisions, but you have to make sure to hold his hand through everything. I also think that if you want to deliver a message like that, you could just call Anita Dunn directly.
Yeah,
So
true.
you have a direct line.
She just, maybe she wants to be his visiting angel. Who knows?
America's.
Yes.
Sing it.
America something, healthcare, home care.
I don't know where that is. Jesse, you must be insanely furious right now.
Ooh.
What a double standard this is. If you were caught with a bag of coke, you would be in jail. I would make sure of it. But in this case, it happens in the Biden White House. Nothing happens.
I probably wouldn't go to jail for that.
Really?
Yeah, no, definitely not. First-time offense, non-violent offender. I'd probably get off with probation.
Good for you.
But this is Hunter's like 16th. If it's Hunter, we're not saying it's Hunter. We hope it's not Hunter's because we hope he gets help. Our sources say that Hunter's been living at the White House. He's been living there for quite some time. This looked like a drop. This little cubby was a drop. and the key was missing. So either Hunter has the key or this guy who brought it in has the key. We believe Bicycles is the name of the dealer, and we'll be exploring this tonight on Jesse Waters Primetime. Janine knows forensics. You can get prints or DNA off of a sandwich laying in a landfill 25 years ago. They can't dust anything off this little baggie. Remember contact tracing at the White House? Remember when Trump got COVID?
Right.
And they did these diagrams? Oh, no. No one cares. There's no contact tracing at all for the cocaine. Every time they can't get to the bottom of something, it helps Democrats. The SCOTUS leaker.
Yes, we'll never know.
The Epstein tapes, Hillary's emails, the pipe bomber. It's like everything they can't get to the bottom of suspiciously. And you know what? This does remind me of the Epstein tapes. Remember Epstein hung himself? And like every tape was blank.
Yes.
Like every tape happened to be not working. The same thing here. And so Cheadle, the woman that runs the Secret Service, I found out, was assigned to Joe Biden as the vice president. So they're close. And so close that, remember, he used to skinny dip in front of the female Secret Service agents. So she's compromised. She's seen Joe naked, we hear, and now she's covering up for him again. We believe. What if it had been ricin, Judge?
No, what if
Greg?
It's probably fentanyl.
Well, exactly. So to say like, oh, we're just going to give up on the investigation. What is that? How secure is this White House? Not very.
This is like, compare it to the January 6th commission, the investigation. What they were chasing grannies over memes.
They could find a grandmother
Yeah.
6 months later who was hidden under a tree in a corner in the shade.
Yes.
Okay, let me tell you what this case does. This case is not about American justice. I think it convinces all of America that we don't have justice anymore. It's about a Biden cover-up. And honestly, it's a slap in the face to every American who was ever arrested, prosecuted, convicted, and went to jail for cocaine possession, especially a black American. It's a slap in the face to everyone who's ever gone to jail for possession of an illegal weapon, okay? And for Karine Jean-Pierre to come out and say, it's incredibly irresponsible, you media, to ask if we could exempt the Biden family. How disgusting.